What's up, everybody? See some people are coming into the hangar, the hangarette's lobby area. What's up, Linda? And whoever else is in there. Looks like Gary, somebody like that, I think. Can't tell. We're getting ready in the background. This was an impromptu brought to you by Rotor Ranch. And we're going to blame everything on Rotor Ranch if this goes amok. So if this shit goes south like normal, I'm blaming you, son. Because you hit me up. Marty agreed, he said. Anyways, we're getting ready in the background. You know that music. Look for the timer. It's going to be coming on here in just a couple minutes. Share it out if you want. What the fuck? I got to attend to what's going on in the background.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. Columbia, this is Houston, AOS, over. Houston, Columbia on the high gate, over. Roger, the EVA is progressing beautifully. They're setting up the flag now. I guess you're about the only person around that doesn't have TV coverage of the scene. That's all right, I don't mind a bit. They've got the flag up now, and you can see the stars and stripes on the Lincoln. Are you getting a TV picture now, Houston? Neil, yes, we are getting a TV picture. You're in our field of view now. I'd like to evaluate the various paces that a person can traveling on the lunar surface. You do have to be. You do have to be rather careful to keep track of where your center of mass is. Sometimes it takes about 2 or 3 paces to make sure that you've got your feet underneath you.
What's up, everybody? I see you guys getting in the background and gals. We're going to go ahead and start that timer. That means in 5 minutes officially we'll be live. So now's the time to go ahead and get your drinks or whatever it is on a Wednesday night, whatever that is, makes you happy. BYOBB 21 and over, that's your disclaimer. Of course, I'll say it again when we go live. And thanks again for tuning in. We'll be live in 5 minutes.
think you could tell heaven from hell, blue skies from pain? Can you tell a dream feel from a cold steel rail, a smile from a veil? Do you think you can tell? Did they get you to trade your heroes for gold? Hot ashes for trees, hot air from a cool breeze, cold comfort for change. Did you exchange a walk-on part in the wall for a lead role in a cage?
No. I got it. What up, everybody?
Yeah, boy.
Welcome to the Drone Hangar. I'm your host, Shelby Ball.
He's on tonight, baby.
Across the way, you can hear him. We can't see him yet. You'll see him in a moment. Is my co-host, One Man Party Marty.
All right.
All right. That sounds great. And in the background, we also have who?
What's up, everybody?
Sounds like Rotor to me.
Your body.
Say it again, Rotor. Marty's over there singing one of those boy bands, so that's all I can hear. Anyways, thank you everybody for tuning in. Oh, I lost my buttons. Hold on, there it is. I want to hit this. Yeah, there we go. Got to do my disclaimer before I go any further, which is 21 and over is the absolute age requirement. So that's the only thing we ask. You should be 21 and over to be in here because there's a lot of swearing, there's a lot of whatever nonsense, and we tend to have a lot of fun. But it's really geared for adults and the adult children that we're going to introduce here in a minute, which is our Chatty Cathy group. Before we do that, let's go ahead and get Marty in here. Marty, where are you at? I got to find him. There he is. There's Marty. Oh, let's give him applause. What up, Marty? Looks very bare on the screen. What am I missing? I'm missing something. Oh, your volume. Go ahead, Marty. Say hi, Marty.
Everybody.
So that's why.
I didn't
Killed
get,
you because you were singing that.
I didn't
crap.
get to finish that. What up? What up? What
So we
up,
got Chatty
everybody?
Cathy group here. We're going to introduce them as well. Looks like I already see my man.
Oh, wait a minute.
Whoop, whoop.
I got a
Oh,
Superman.
wait, hold on before
I
you
got
say
a
it.
Superman change.
What?
Superman gonna change into some more new swag. I got some new swag, man.
New swag? What do you mean new swag? What are you talking about?
Where my phone booth at?
You need this kind of music for the swag?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a Superman change.
All right. This is One Man Party Marty changing his glasses, a.k.a. also his hat, and Marty is showing how it's done from a professional drone pilot. And, oh, yes, I forgot about this one. Yes, Marty. I gotta hold on. I gotta cue this up a little bit so I can see you a little bit better than I can see you currently. So let me maximize you and let me minimize me down here. And then I transition over here so we can show Marty and Marty's new hats. Marty, what the hell does that say?
All right.
The Drone Hangar. It's illuminated. How cool is that?
Hey, say whatever you want.
Do you see this, man?
I'm gonna start
You can't see
answering
it.
Chatty Cathy comments with my hat.
Let's do it, man. So Marty's over there with this. You got to see it. He's going to start answering your messages over in Chatty Cathy Land. By the way,
After a
thank you all
year
for-
trying to talk over you, I just figured it all out.
Adapt and overcome. That is the way.
As you can see
All
here,
right.
we zig and zag. We go all over the place. We go north, south, east, and west. But I am your captain, and there's your co-captain, Marty. He's in charge of entertainment, as you can see. But we get the destination information no matter what. And in the background, we have part of the gang. Right now, we got Rotor Ranch, and he's going to come in here in just a second as soon as I can get him all queued up. And we're going to have Belinda on.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, shit on a stick. I don't have that. So you two talk amongst yourselves. Please, for a little bit, can you talk amongst yourselves? Here we go. Anytime I give you something to do, I got to play this damn music. Here we go. Ready? Go ahead.
Who went flying today?
Flying.
I went flying. As I get everybody ready. And
Yeah, you did.
I see Rotor. Where are you? Where are you? There he is. Keep talking. That's a lot of. I answered the question.
Who got to fly today in
Rotor?
Chatty Cathy?
Oh, in
land?
Chatty Cathy Land. All right.
Oh,
Who got to fly today?
Loco said he needs one.
He needs one what?
$20, baby.
He needs
Get it
$20.
on Amazon.
All right. So in the background, here we go. Let me go ahead and
Takes
get.
like three damn weeks to get it though.
Keep talking. Rotor, do you have anything to say? Come on now. Help me out, man.
Loco wants a hat.
You are supposed to be helping this ship that's going awry.
Oh my goodness.
I got to get Marty's thing in here.
I
I
can't
got to
see
get
the hat
everything.
he's talking about.
Huh?
I can't see the hat that he's talking about.
I'm trying to get him queued up where we can see him a little bit better.
Hey.
I'm going to put him up over here, over your shoulder. And in the background, we're going to go ahead and do the applause for Rotor Ranch. There we go. I got it all. I finally still fucked it up. Damn. I still screwed it up. Oh, I swear to God. No, it is there. What am I talking about? Yay. All right, so we got Marty up in the background, way up there, above Rotor Ranch's left shoulder. We got Rotor Ranch here. And, of course, me right down here at the bottom. And, again, we zig and zag. We go all over the place. And WTF, what do you have in your hand, bro?
The fucking coronavirus.
Oh, hold on.
It's live in my hand.
What did you do? What did you make, man?
I made the coronavirus.
Oh, wait
I
a
3D printed the.
Talk about trying to lighten it.
$1 million. I want $1 million, or I'm gonna throw it out the door and make it airborne.
I was a little premature with the laughter on that one, so we'll do that one again. That is kind of funny. Making light of a heavy situation, but sometimes you gotta laugh when we're going through the hell.
You gotta laugh. You know, they said there was a chance that you might not get it, so I didn't want to miss out, so I just printed myself.
Did you catch that one, Marty? Marty is trying to answer.
I can't do two things at one time. I'm over here typing.
Like I said, we zig and tag. Believe it or not, this is a show about FPV, drones, and everything drone-related. And we don't know exactly what we're going to talk about because it was Rotor Ranch's idea to go live. I agree. We were going to do it last night, but we got bogged down with stuff. So it is what it is. So if you have anything you want to chit-chat about, let us know over there. We are going to talk about a little bit the board meeting that we had, and then I want to talk about the frame. The frame they've been working on, built, flew, maiden. Got a video up, too. Guys at CFL helped me out, get it done. We're going to talk about stuff like that because I think it's about time we start talking about that damn frame. I was saying it before we went live, but I don't really talk about that frame. You know,
Well,
really
you've
don't.
actually spent a little more time with it too, so.
Yeah, it's been like 2 years now that frame's been running around. I think it might have been a little longer now. It might be even close to 3. Might be getting close to 3, I think. Not quite there yet, but it has the variations and everything. So we'll talk about that a little bit later on, and we know how it goes. So I want to see what's going on in Chat Kathleen, because I know Marty's over there feverishly trying to write everything onto his phone, which will transmit to his hat, which I still think his hat is the shit. I mean, it really is. You can't touch this. I swear to God.
Can't touch this.
I really do think it's awesome. He showed it to me the other day, and I was finishing up the build, I think it was, and I died laughing. I was like, oh yeah, that's great. So he kept putting shit in there. Let's see, we got Belinda in the house, which is another member of the gang, of course. She's gonna be on here in a few minutes. We're gonna hear on either right before we go to break or during break. And then she'll be on. I know she's at work, so this was an impromptu. We have the drone hangar, like the bat signal. We have the drone hangar signal. It goes up, and everyone responded this time, except for, lo and behold, we wanted to have everybody on this team, the whole A team. But instead, we kind of got just a little bit. We're missing one person. We got the B team because we don't have Brian. Brian's not here, and I'm gonna go ahead and spill the beans. Brian's getting fucking married. What is that? Hold on. Yes, I said this. It did say it. Look, I ain't even stuttering over it. Beehive is getting married.
It's a big one, Louise.
He's getting married. Get married. It's quick. I mean, it's fast. It didn't take very long. I mean, but I'm just saying.
Damn,
anyways.
That means I gotta go to Bojangles and get a gift card. I gotta go to Bojangles and get a gift card.
Hold on, everybody get in the line that wants to make a joke. First, Marty, because of age.
I guess I got to go to Bojangles and get me a gift card for them wedding presents.
Marty, I can't even get the laughing one to work. What the hell's going on?
What's a good gift card?
Oh, man, I've only got one button working now. Gotta have them all. But I'm... And
3 boxes of chicken.
Laughter's not working. Go ahead, man.
3 boxes of chicken to get it.
I'm gonna give a laughter button. It's not working, man.
I could get one of them redneck wine glasses.
You gotta give him one of those, Marty. Yeah. You've got one over there. You need to show everybody this thing that you made.
Redneck wine glasses, man.
Marty's got what are called redneck wine glasses. And there we go. Oh, what happened? Where are you going? Oh, he's going to get it right now. Okay, I thought you had it right next to you, man. Rotor, did you fly today?
No. I finished. I finished unpacking, going to the storage unit, and went on a job interview.
And how'd that go? Sorry, I had to test the button. I'm not laughing at you. Oh, hold on, Screech. Hold on. Here we go. And
here it is.
This is a red.
The lid keeps the flies out of your iced tea.
Iced tea or your moonshine or your red wine or Pinot Grigio if they so fancied you. This literally is. Yeah, dude. He used to sell these, man. Look at this thing. It's a mason jar, full on.
I sold 10,000.
Go to your microphone. But here, I want to see it.
10,000.
I did, dude. He had. I mean, he's not bullshitting. Tell him the numbers. Go over there. Go over there. You got a microphone. You got a microphone, man. I swear to God. I swear to God. I'm trying. I really am, man. It's weird.
This whole shop didn't have a single drone in it. The whole damn place was filled up with similar line them damn glasses.
Yep. Everywhere we're sitting right now, he had boxes lined up.
I swear I felt like a crack dealer. People would text me, I need another case of them things, man.
I could see you doing this, too. This is like, so, what is it, niche-y or what is it? What's the term? What's that slang? Niche. Yeah, like it totally is for the South, man. This is going all the way, man. This is hitting a home run. So I don't. Anyways, he made money doing this, man.
Well, my wife,
if you want one, we'll put it as new merch on. Hey, let's put it as merch. Let's do this merch. Let's do this merch. I'm gonna force him to twist his old ass arm. All right, if you want one of these, let us know, Marty. What did you sell them for? $10.
I used to sell them for
$86,
and I used to get a wine. I used to get liquor.
How much did you sell a glass, not a case?
It was like $7.
All right, there you go. If you want $7 plus shipping, we'll let us know, and we'll send them.
12 and 15.
So we're gonna give them to you at cost, which is $7. plus shipping.
And it was like crack. I used to go in and give them to them first, and give them a little taste, right? They get a little taste of it, right?
Pour your wine,
and then they leave
pour
it
your
up
wine
there
into this and drink it.
and they leave it up there by the cash register. And the people come
This
up
Bandito
there,
wants one. We're already taking orders. We're at $7 a pop plus shipping. It's going to probably average out to
But
$10 even.
Some bitches.
Let us
these
know in the
three-
comments over there. We're selling shit apparently. It's fucking.
These 3 women got on YouTube when YouTube. I mean, this was before YouTube blew up, and they got on there and they showed everybody how to make them.
And Marty's like, ka-ching! I see
And it-
money in this.
It killed it, man. It killed it.
If you want one of these, let us know. We'll go ahead and start adding these
The
to merch.
first-
If
the-
we can etch
the
these and
first
put the drone
year-
hanger on them, would be really badass.
The first
You know what I mean?
year,
It'd be really kind of cool. I think it would be kind of badass.
the Hallmark.
Take it to your FPV event. Take
the
it to your-
Hallmark.
Let's talk over Marty a little bit more.
Yeah,
Every time Marty wants to talk, we talk over.
You need a new
But
top.
seriously.
Can you make a new top?
Listen to this story.
I have an idea.
Wait, hold on.
If we had a bong top, we might be able to resell some of those.
There you go. There you go.
Well, I think
So
you can double that. Like we'll send you 2 versions. One. No, go ahead. Go ahead, Marty. Tell us the story.
But this.
You order today, you get 2 sippy cups and the bong top free of charge.
Hold on, shit, dude. I was trying to get into. Of course, the app shut down, so I couldn't. I need the physical buttons. Now, let's let Marty tell his story.
I did have, when they first came out, oh man, everybody was so fun. But there was this true story. I read this in the internet, so it had to be true.
That's fucking funny. But you're on a time limit because I knew you and stories.
Okay, the Hallmark store sells little knick-knack stuff, and the dude that was the national sales rep for all the pewter products went in there and saw it and bought the patent or whatever it was. He sold, and then Hallmark started making them.
These?
So yeah, or not making them, but they sold them.
What,
right?
these right here?
They sold
Okay.
$5 million worth of them things.
Of these things?
No, the Hallmark stores.
But I mean, of these, these.
Yeah, $5 million worth of them.
Wow.
Got sold.
I mean, it's not fucking more than a mason jar and a candlestick.
It's
I mean,
a
that's not
dollar
proprietary.
candlestick.
It's the adhesive.
And it's a $1 jar, and
But we're selling for $10. Because
And
Marty's
then
got
there's-
stock left.
then-
How much of these do you have left?
and
Because
then
you have limited one.
there's a magic glue that you got to know about.
I know. There's an adhesive.
And
But
that's
what
where
is?
the girls messed up and told everybody.
All right. Well, doesn't matter. What? $7 gets you the glass. One of these redneck wine / whatever cocktail you want to have in
Yeah.
it. They're actually really cool. They are heavy. It is all glass. It's no bullshit. And Marty, how many of these do you have left? Because I know you had limited stock.
Oh, I got like 4 left, but I got.
There you go.
I got-
4 on left. We have 4 of them to go. 4
Well,
left.
no,
You call now.
Actually, I got like boxes in the way back in the shop, and I took like the biggest mason jars and the biggest candlestick, and they were like this daggone tall.
Where are they?
I'll go get
commercial
them.
break.
I'll go get
Marty's
them.
going to bring them back. How much is $20 for those? Right, $20. We need to clear the shop. Spring.
I mean, it was
It's
like
spring cleaning here at the Drone Hangar. So, like I said,
It just-
anything
it
goes.
went nuts.
We've finally
And-
figured out what we're going to
and-
do for the show.
and
Apparently,
then it was
there's
like
going to be a motherfucking QVC over here at the Drone Hangar. We're selling shit. First
Oh,
to
there
go,
was-
wine
I was thinking
glasses,
shot
redneck
glasses,
ones.
shot
$7.
glasses. Shot glasses were about
So
this
the
big.
Drone Hangar, I bring you Wednesday night sales nights.
We sell everything in the shop, almost.
We
The first thing on the list is these wine glasses, aka redneck drinking ware. We have bigger ones too. Apparently, those are going to go for $20 a pop plus shipping. No bullshit. These are up for sale, and you only have 4 of these left. So get them while they're hot.
Yeah.
No, I think you have more of those because you have big ones.
I kept like.
Someone wants that.
Shit to hell.
Anyways, like I said, we zig and zag. We go all over. Marty, do we play the what Brian absolutely hates, which is the opening theme song to one of our favorite shows from back in the 80s?
I love that.
You love that too. I do too. But let me see if I can cue it. What's that, Rotor? What?
Like the Muppets theme?
No, we're gonna do the other one because I can do the other one. I can't do the one with the Muppets. Is hard. The Muppets is really hard. Of course, I mean, I'm really grasping at straws trying to do this shit anyways. So I mean, for real, this is why I say we zig and zag, because I'm covering my ass. Trying to do this one. Can we do this one right here? Let me see if I can. Because every time I cue this one up, it doesn't work right. I think. Hold on. Got 3 more seconds. We're almost there. See if we can try this. What did you want to talk about, Broseph, while I'm getting this all ready? Oh, there we go. Marty, you ready?
Yeah, baby.
Nope, this is the wrong one. Told you. It fooled me again.
I love that show.
I love that show too, man. I grew up with man.
I love Miss Julie, man.
Yeah, so Belinda was posting in our chat group that we have one for the hangar.
What was the story? I saw a story this week where Princess Leia, a fan told Princess Leia that from when he was 16 until 22, he thought about her every day. And Princess Leia, Carrie Fisher, said, "You actually thought about me all day long."
Oh, when we were watching the Carrie.
22.
Yeah.
And he goes, at least 4 times a day.
But I'm dumb. I wasn't ready for that one. Anyways, as I cue up the music, yes, this is the Ship of Fun. I am your Captain Stubing, a.k.a. Shelby Vole. We are going to destination information. I don't really know what the information we're going to provide tonight. Oh, yeah. FPVWRA and the board review and all that kind of crap. We're going to talk about the frame. Marty over there, One Man Party Marty, he's the captain of entertainment, as you can see. If you can read his hat, more power to you, because I can't read. This is too loud. But anyways, we have a lot of fun. We zig and zag north, south, east, and west, but we always get there. First port coming up is going to be with Belinda. We're going to call her when we get to commercial.
Who sings that song?
I don't know. Who? Do you know the answer?
His name is Jack something.
Yes, that is correct. You know the last part of his name. Last name? Do you know who it is?
Jack Jones.
But we love the love, but we're product of the 80s and 70s.
Jack Jones.
Jack Jones. You did figure it. You searched that, you bastard. You didn't know that. You liar.
You know me and the internet. I'm slow as shit.
He's got Alexa. I heard Alexa. Alexa told him.
But anyways, we have a lot of fun. We're glad you guys are tuning in, and we're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, we'll have Linda. We're going to talk WRA stuff for a little bit, and then whatever comes into Marty's mind. Takes a little while. Medication's got to kick in, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
And and whatever the bowels of the hangar shits out, we'll be having for sale tonight. So
yeah, exactly. When we come back, Marty's going to go in and find out exactly what he has in the back for us to sell on this show. So we'll be back in 5, kids. And that sounds like a good time. 5 minutes. What's up, everybody? We're back. Welcome back. We call this place the Drone Hangar, and I'm your host, Shelby Bull. And way over there in the corner is one man party, Marty.
All right. All right.
He's trying so hard with his hat. His new thing is his hat, and of course, right above me is Mrs. Bandito, Belinda, and over there, sideways. Apparently, he wants to go sideways this time. Is Rotor Ranch? He is sideways. There you go. Now he's the right way. Now I got to rearrange everything. That's why we call this sometimes. It is the shit show sometimes. Hold on. Let me see if I can get everybody going on here. I got to go over here and fix this and then that. And it's a lot going on here when I'm the only one. Marty, you got to come down here with me. All right? Yep, there's going to be more of us, less of you. Figure this out. I promise. I'm trying. I do my damnedest to make this thing somewhat entertaining. And there's Broseph. And holy shit on a stick, I think I did it. Yes. It's much better. Marty, are you frozen or are you just catching flies? All right. He's moving. All right. We just wanted to make sure because your mouth was hanging open like you were waiting for a flyer or two to come in. And apparently that's what it was. What does it say on your hat, Marty?
FPVWRA.
Okay, let me do some little Marty translations because I know it's a little hard for everyone to understand. I think it says F. What does it say? Spell it.
NPRM.
What does it say?
NPRM.
I can't read it. It says
Fa.
The FAA NPRM.
Q.
HQ.
But how'd you spell it?
It's an asterisk.
Oh, an asterisk. Okay. F asterisk CK. Like we're getting there somehow. I promise. It's somehow.
Excuse me. It's millennial.
It's
a.
We're kind of really zigging and zagging tonight, kids. But you guys keep coming back, so we keep doing the show. We're having fun though. We like doing it just for ourselves. Anyways, what's going on, kids? Yep. Since we put up the drone hangar signal in the sky, everyone came running. What are we going to talk about, Rotor? You brought us here.
We're going to talk about the board. What do we got going on with the board? Wasn't that the second half of the show?
Yeah, we can do the second half of the show. It's always usually. Which one would you want to talk about that? We can talk about that, I guess.
Drone news. What we got?
Well, let me talk about.
In the news?
First of all, we got nice decor over here. Do you all see the new decor, gang? And we spent a little time here today, getting it all primped up and nice. And I went a little Martha Stewart on it, so I'm very proud of what I did right here.
He worked his noogies off on that.
Yeah, it looks nice. It's all lined up. Everything's illuminated. How's it look to you guys, gang? Good?
Good.
Rotor?
You
know what that means now? The game, the level's been lifted. Now it's time to bring the game. You know what would be really cool is Belinda brings like a little portable disco light, little small one, like you had, Marty, the other day, and just pops it up right there in the shop. See if that will be flying. She doesn't get fired.
Disco,
Rotor, you got a lot of things going on. Are you still unpacking? Or she's trying to spin the orange ball there, and I don't know if that's really going to work, but we're going to try nonetheless. And that's why we call it the shit show sometimes. And Broseph Scott,
I'm unpacking and
the coronavirus.
Sure that
coronavirus.
He's got his coronavirus. So speaking of which, how's it going? How's it going with everybody? We can talk about that because that is a hot topic for everything. And I don't know. Marty and I were talking about it.
That's a good-looking orange, man.
I feel like they just like something on my
nose. That's one fine-looking Norvo 19.
Corvid 19.
Corvo 19.
It's a coronavirus. It's a strain of the coronavirus.
How long did it take to print that?
What do you mean? Oh, his actual virus.
Yeah, I'm on delay here. So.
Oh, you're Marty's actually watching the actual live stream.
I will be getting the coronavirus
20 hours.
22 seconds after everybody else.
This is really annoying me. Something on my face, I can't get it off.
Merch? That's some merch.
Oh yeah, so we were talking about merch. You want to go? Yeah, we should put that on the merch. 20 hours of crack filament. How much is that going to cost? $200, right? Somewhere in that neighborhood, I'm sure. Very cost effective.
Anybody wants the coronavirus? Just PM. I'll make sure you get the coronavirus.
Yeah, if you want to pay for the coronavirus, he's willing to give it to you.
It would be great.
3D printed version.
It would be great.
You might not really catch it. You don't want to miss out. It might not, catch fake news.
He'll get it airborne for you. Well, I swear to God, this show's going to get canceled just because of this episode alone.
It would be great if the coronavirus would kill the AIDS.
Bouncing around between everything. Good day, gang. Says, hey, David Wood.
It attacks the elderly, so that means most of those fuckers at the FAA should die.
Ooh, Mike. He's getting a little. He's bringing out the bell. That sounds like fighting words to me.
They don't die.
They
just take the day off.
Yeah, exactly. Angry cat. That's what that sounds like for me. This is where we need Brian. Brian's too busy planning his nuptials, so he's out there doing. I think there's a mosquito in here, dude. I really think there's a mosquito. I thought I saw a fly around here. Anyways, moving on. I promise you, there's a damn mosquito in here already. It's the first day. It's warm, man. Come on. Anyways, weather's nice too. I know I'm kind of rambling, trying to fish and figure out what's going to stick. Coronavirus, yeah. How's it going with coronavirus before we move on to merch?
When nobody catches the coronavirus, they're going to tell us the mosquitoes have the coronavirus, and then it's going to be airborne that we can get it from the mosquitoes, and they're going to stop all barbecues, 4th of July parties, picnics. What else can we cancel? What else can we freaking cancel?
I gotta play this one for Broseph. He's always the X-Files. Go ahead, say it. I'm gonna cancel the 4th of July.
Hands.
What?
Wash your damn hands.
Say it again, brother.
Wash your damn hands. All you nasty people making everybody sick.
Oh, everybody's sick? I thought you were going on with the fact that it's going to be mosquito airborne now. But anyways, in all seriousness,
It's the next stage. That's going to be the next stage. They're going to tell us that the mosquitoes are carrying it, like the Zika virus, and Ebola.
I don't know. Main thing is,
we've survived so many apocalypses already, and
wash your hands.
Here comes.
We'll help you.
Wash your hands, people.
Washing your hands is fine, but the main thing is you got to remember this is an airborne thing. So it's not necessarily you're transmitting it via saliva. It is airborne transit. It's coming out your lungs. That's why they want to keep you guys, everyone away from massive amounts of people in enclosed areas, because you circulate that air, like on the ship. I don't know about them. They should just stay there. But anyways, you recirculate that air, everyone gets contaminated. That's kind of the idea. Yeah. So that's why they don't want you in these gatherings. Like Marty, what's canceled? What did you find out was canceled today?
The NCAA men and women's tournament.
Yeah, that sucks, man. Imagine all those kids that are at that stage in their career of sport, and it's gonna get canceled. Ooh. Is it canceled or just no attendees? I think
they're playing the game.
Yeah, they're playing the game.
No fans can show.
No fans can show. Which is, I know the NBA did that. I was doing that tonight, and you saved yourself, Belinda, because you almost went sideways.
Which is good for the bars.
Rotor, what did you say? What got canceled for you? What did you say got canceled, bro?
We were reading today that the Houston Rodeo got canceled, and the South by Southwest in Austin got canceled. In fact, all of Harris County, any public events have been done. Canceled.
Yeah, it's kind of neat.
I guess the schools are next. I guess they're going to close the schools next.
Well, here's my thought process on it is, if you cancel schools, because the kids can be carriers, but it's not really affecting kids right now as far as the age group goes, as far as what it's hitting. And when Marty and I were talking about this very thing, when the kids' school get canceled, then the parents have to figure out other means of watching their children, because they go to work. So now they got to take off of work. So now they're going to be without money, and now they won't be able to pay bills, and we won't be able to buy shit. And that's what's going to start rolling down. Is a not necessarily the virus causing the big issue. It's the economy that's going to be the big issue, and the hospitals are going to be first. And that was Marty and I were talking about that. That's my biggest concern, is the hospitals are going to get inundated when people start getting it. And it's a pneumonia. So you're gonna have to get tubes, and those ventilators. They only have so many at a hospital. Other people need them for other conditions, other major health conditions. And so if they need it and they're going and they don't have COVID-19 and they go to that hospital and it's inundated with people who are infected, now they don't have it. They're not going to be able. Well, they're not going to be able to have treatment, because they're going to treat these first, because it's a pandemic. So now they're bumped down from where once they were at the top. That's the way it's triaging. And now that's the problem. It's going to get overwhelmed. And then, of course, the economic side of it is just, you see it on the stock market. It's just one day it drops, a couple grand. Next day it's up 800. Next day it's down. It's going to keep fucking doing that. And, it's going to, the world isn't going to end. We're going to move on, and it's humanity, that species. We're going to keep moving forward. But, and I'm not trying to be negative, but, stock market, pay attention to it, because I know people have gotten money out all completely, just yanked everything, just took it all out and said, I'll be back later. And that's kind of me too. If I survive all this, I'm going to be putting money back in the stock market when it all gets figured out, and because that would be the time to do it. But anyways, wash your hands. Be smart. The masks don't help. The masks only help people who are already contaminated. If they have already have it, that's how they're going to get it. They're breathing it out on you. Apparently, I think maybe there's only one, right? There's only one that actually does help, which it's a full-on. It's like, looks like you're, in an atomic war zone, with the big filters on the side. Those are the ones that will work. But there's only so many. And the people that really need them, they're at the hospital treating the people who are getting sick. Those are the people that need all the equipment. Those are the people that need all the shit right now. And I don't understand what this whole thing is about shit paper. Can anyone tell me what the hell that's all about? Other than what Marty and I theorized? I mean, because I really don't know, other than people are just freaking out going, there's going to be no toilet paper. How am I going to wipe my ass?
We used corn cobs back in the day.
And I hear a fucking admittance over there by Belinda up top. Like,
I got a bushel basket.
I think more of that mentality is people thinking they're going to get put in a stay-in-place shelter, where you got to be self-quarantined in your house for a certain amount of days.
2 weeks. But the thing is, it's still new. It's a coronavirus that they haven't had like this. And, it's in animals they've had it, but it's never jumped ship over to humans, and that's the problem. And I pay attention to all this stuff. I'm not, I play goofy on the interwebs, but behind, like if someone said the other day, there's many sides of me. They said that was very interesting. There are many sides of you show me. It's true, and I pay attention. This is real deal. I got kids, I got grandkids, and you need to be informed the proper way, meaning you need to go out and find out the information yourself. And I'm trying to help you a little bit with some of the information that I've come to understand. And I used to work in the medical field. I used to work in a hospital when I was in the Army. So I have some understanding how that works, the environment works, and, anyways, just got to be very proactive. And think about it. If you are sick, do you need to go to the hospital? Weigh it all out. Like, you don't, think about it before you start going overwhelming a hospital, because that's the problem, I think. Someone starts coughing and sneezing, everyone's going to shit themselves, and then they're going to run to the hospital. I don't think that's the case, so we need to find out exactly what more should do. Wash hands, stay away from big public events, because that's the way it's going to get spread around for sure. What do we got going over Chatty Cathy Land? Anybody? Fishing. Help me out here. I need some love.
Fish.
Marty, what does your hat say? What does it say now? I need to have a screen where it's just Marty's hat. Let me see if I can do that real quick. Let me see if I can do Marty. Hold on, let me see if I can do Marty's hat here. I think I can do it right here. There we go. And we're gonna switch over to here to Marty's hat. It's us and Marty's hat. And of course now he goes blurry. So let's see what happens. Marty, what are you writing on there? Let's see what he's saying. And Bedizzle? What the hell did you write on there?
Bedizzle?
I don't know. Lou?
It says good day.
Oh, good day. Zombie killer. They take forever to read all these comments, son. Although he's trying. I commend him for it. A+. Bringing the hat with lights. Gotta love it. We're going to leave him right there as we continue to chit-chat.
I can't see it when I'm on here. So.
Yeah, it's hard to see.
I can't see
I had to
when
zoom
I'm
in on
here.
him, but everybody in Chatty Cathy interwebs, they can see. So that's my main takeaway. So things are starting to close down. We've got cases here in our county, like literally in our county. One of the schools locally shut down, which is a private school. It got closed indefinitely. They don't until further notice. So that's going down. I'm getting starting to understand.
There's a Lubbock, Texas, there's a testing facility now. So
there's a what?
Somebody's gonna.
A testing
They
facility?
made Lubbock one of the testing facilities.
Yeah, need more of that.
I
We
think
need a lot more of that.
Texas.
Need a lot more of that. Need a lot testing facilities is where you need to go. We need more of those, like fast.
Well,
like get them up fast.
Yeah, but
This is where I guess this is where I would differ as a president. If this was me, I would actually deploy the military to go and set up testing facilities now. Get it done. Proactive, not reactive. Go out there and start testing it, everybody, and get it done. If that's the way, you have to. There's two stages right here. There's containment and mitigation that you got to pay attention to right now. So you got to try to contain it the best you can and then mitigate it. So, that's the big discussion. This WHO was even talking about that. World Health Organization was mentioning that. So I totally agree with them. You got to contain it when you can before it's all over the damn place. If you can.
That's why people are buying the toilet paper, because they're worried about they're going to get stuck in the fucking lockdown in the city.
Lockdown in the city, and that's why. I mean, is that the reason for the shit paper, that they're just not going to be able to get it? What about washing your ass with the faucet or the spigot or leaves out in your backyard or corn cobs, apparently, from the other two people in the gang? I mean, holy shit on a stick, whoever thought about using corn cobs.
If the city's quarantined and people aren't going to work, you get a big city like Houston where 95% of their drinking water is recycled sewer water.
Right.
They're from a water treatment plant. So if that's all shut down, guess what? Now your water ain't working at the house. You ain't showering. You know, when Harvey hit, food ran out fast.
Yeah.
I remember it was kind of scary. Like 5 or 7 days after that storm, we drove around. You couldn't find food. Then you couldn't find gas. And it didn't come back in a week. It took like a month. It was crazy. So you see something like that on this level, where you can't even see it, you just get sick. Man, that's crazy. That could be kind of crazy. People are panicking. You know, that's what that fear mongering is driving people.
It's the media is driving it a lot more than it needs to have, and that's what I think it is.
Media,
Just
yeah.
you gotta fucking.
Listen to what the CDC puts out.
Somebody, you know,
You need to listen to the WHO and the CDC, and bam, that's it. Or people that are actually in that environment, that work in that environment, meaning with biochemicals and biowarfare, all that kind of shit. Those doctors, listen to them. They know what they're talking about.
The ones I listen to.
Don't listen to, whatever fucking broadcasting channel and their armchair woman, man, whomever is sitting there just piping bullshit. I hate that. It's just, you got it.
Yeah.
What I'm getting at is you need to be honest and you need to be real, which is, it is a part of nature. The nature, call it Mother Nature or whatever the fuck you want to call it, does take care of itself. And it will, it's been doing it for billions of years. These are the kinds of things you need to worry about and pay attention to. You don't need to freak the hell out, but you need to listen to people that have done all the science, done all the research, put all their life and time into it, so that you can seek them out and go, hey man, what is this and what do I really need to be doing? And if they're telling you, hey, go to Walmart and every other fucking box store and buy up all shit paper because we're going to run out, then go do that. Otherwise, don't be fucking doing that, idiots. Otherwise, listen to them, and what they're telling you to do is be proactive. Stay away from large groups of people. Wash your hands, which is just normal anyways. You're gonna get rid of other ailments, which is the normal flu, which is the Spanish flu, and get rid of that. It's a form of it. Wash your hands. Although I want to tell you that the sanitizer does not kill the coronavirus. It's not gonna kill it. So good luck. You're gonna have super clean hands, but it's a good habit to have. It is a respiratory thing that comes in the air. That's why they want to confine you to your house, so it stays there and you're not running around all over town in your county breathing it on other people. And especially if you go to a stadium or a movie theater or a concert or yada yada yada, you are going around spreading around. And that's why I say they need testing facilities now, because a lot of people just don't know if they have it. They could be a carrier and not ever get sick. They literally just a transport mechanism of the virus. So there's a lot of shit here. And this isn't political. This isn't anything else. This is the real deal. I mean, there's people, that are dying. And so there you go. There's my rant on that. Moving on. Next topic. Here we go. What are we going to talk about? WRA? We got a few more minutes before we go to another commercial. What do you want to do? Because we got to zig and zag. We got to get to destination information somewhere. Let's start at WRA. Let's go there. Let's go. What's that?
What's happening to Daddy?
They're saying Mark Dibbles. Go ahead. Belinda, go ahead.
No, I just said I can't read them tonight because I'm not on that big screen.
So she's out. Marty?
Poop
oh,
tickets.
God damn it. Go ahead.
ABBA's footage, poopy tickets. What's that mean?
What the fuck did you just say?
Poop tickets for ABBA footage.
Oh, wait. Let me see where are you reading this, man? Are you back at the beginning again?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't go back that far.
Is that for Abadessa?
Yeah, from ABBA. Eric, what about him?
Yeah, he said some kind of footage.
It says, all right, so I'm
going to... flight, Shelby.
What?
From yesterday.
What do you want?
The flight from yesterday. From yesterday, maybe.
Oh, my flight?
Maybe that's what he's talking about, your footage.
Oh, I don't even know where he wrote it. ABBA, poop tickets. What is poop tickets? Yeah, that's what you're talking about, Marty. I had no idea what you were saying when you were saying poop tickets, man. It didn't make any sense. And it still doesn't make any sense. What ABBA, I don't know what you're talking about, Eric. So,
yeah.
ABBA was at CFL FPV is a great guy. We had a great time hanging out, so it was fun at that event.
Save the coronavirus.
Save the coronavirus. Go ahead.
Multiple governments and big farm want it extinct,
Multiple governments and big farms want the coronavirus extinct.
says Mark.
No, I mean everybody wants it gone. It's coronavirus. It is a form of coronavirus. It's COVID-19. There's other strains like SARS. I don't know if SARS is one. I think what's the other one? Is SARS one of the coronaviruses? I can't remember. Anyways,
Swine flu.
Swine flu.
NV something. There was another one. NV whatever.
Yeah.
N1.
H1N1. H1N1,
Yeah,
which was 2013, I think it was, somewhere around there. I think I got that one, actually. That was pretty fucking brutal. I mean, remember, if I recall. Don't quote me on that. Don't take that to me. What does your hat say now, Marty?
Love my corn cob.
It says, I'll tell you what it says.
Did you hear that one, man? Rose, did you hear what he said?
No.
He said, I love my corn cob.
Oh, my God.
It must be a southern thing. I don't know, because Belinda says, I can use corn cobs too. And I'm like, okay. Guess corn cobs is...
But my grandma had one hanging on.
Orville Redenbacher has a new business.
Had them hanging up in the Johnny house.
All those burnt-out corn cobs can be used as shit sticks. I don't know.
His hat says it's gonna
Hold on.
give
I'm getting a message from the ABBA team. Let me see what he has to say.
Marty, you need to.
So let me see what he has to say.
Big Lou, Abba.
Such as what you're talking about,
Marty,
toilet paper, and I
give me
wrote
that hat.
ship tickets, but the chatty Cathy wouldn't post it. Okay, so
A lot of fun.
I'm going to read exactly how he wrote it and how it came to me. And I wonder if this is still fucked up anyways. So, Abba, here we go. In censors what you're talking about, toilet paper, and I wrote ship tea tickets, but chatty Cathy wouldn't post it, so I put tube tickets. Fuck, I wrote shit tickets, and the message board didn't add it. So I had to type poop tickets.
They took it off.
That's how it came in. So if you can decipher that, let me know. Normal English.
Well, it made sense. Maybe it's come really fucking high, but it made sense to me.
All right.
Yeah.
Hold on, let's see here. Like I said, we're zigging and zagging. We're eventually going to start talking about drone stuff, I promise you. So I'm going to go ahead and start screeching that here. And I wanted to talk about we'll talk about the frame, I guess. Well, we got to go to commercial here in a minute, so.
Yes, we got to go.
We got a commercial here in a minute.
We're going to get off at 8 o'clock and come back.
Yep, I know. So, everyone's laughing. I was laughing. WRA,
And that glass.
what do you want? You want questions answered? It's better to Q&A when you do stuff like that, to be honest, because I sat on the board. I was in the meeting. So, if you have questions, now would be the time to do it, and we'll roll it over through commercial if you want while we're doing that. We'll just we're going to roll with this hodgepodge. This is going to be like a mix. It's going to be like a stew for here at the Drone Hangar tonight. No set blocks of time. We were going to take our commercials, but within those blocks of time, we'll kind of talk about everything. The topics are WRA. If you have questions, put them in there. Chatty Cathy. Marty will read them to me if they pertain to that at the meeting. If you have any questions for me, let me know. I'll be glad to answer them. We're also going to talk about the frame I've been flying lately, the build, and what else did I want to talk about? I can't remember. We said something. I can't remember what it was. What the hell was it?
My stupid crash.
Oh, yeah. We're going to talk about Belinda's horrific, stupid-ass, dumb-ass crash that she had. I'm just kidding, though. I was just joking. I wasn't being serious by any means.
Yes, you are.
No,
Yes,
no, I
you
wasn't.
are.
If you launched it like you're launching a VAS Wyvern, then yes, I'm definitely calling you a dumbass because I've told you guys, I've even made a damn video on how to launch the damn mini draft. I swear to God. And you didn't watch it. It's got like over 1,000 views. I don't know how you didn't see that one video.
I did.
You don't go this way. You always throw it sideways. And whichever way you want to do it, but get it out over the side of you. Don't throw it over your face. I don't care what frame it is. No, what happened then? All right, so we'll talk about that's a good one because it's a short one. It's a good filler. Let's go ahead. Find out tell me how you screwed this up. Remember, hold on, I'll give you the timer. And time starts now. What did you do?
Okay, so it was a tiny bit tail heavy.
Tiny.
There was no wind.
Okay.
And when he went to launch, and he did it sideways. But he normally, when I'm flying my wing, when you give it 3/4 throttle, it kind of comes in.
So he threw it like
He
had no muscle.
like a heavy ball. He didn't give it no So
He what now?
so
Wait.
we're gonna go Friday, and he's gonna throw it like a softball.
Throw it like a softball.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, just throw it like it
You
is
know,
on
you
the
know.
like in the video. Just grab it and throw it and hold it here
It's a little bit of power. Yeah.
and put some oomph on it. So don't throw it like a little ninny. Put some power behind that. Like chuck it. Get some air over that. The whole idea is to get
That's
air
what
over
we
the.
decided.
Think about it like this: you want to get air over the airfoil as fast as possible to create lift.
Gotcha.
Whatever way you need to do it, and get it up in the air. And a mini drag is the easiest damn thing to launch in the sky, correct, Broseph?
Yeah, I hear that.
It's easy.
Feel like you're scared of it.
Yeah, don't be scared of that damn thing. Grab it, look at,
Well,
put 3/4 throttle on it, off
I
you go.
throw his mini drag. I throw his drags over my head, but he always throws all my wings sideways.
Yeah, it's sideways.
So,
I
don't know.
safety reasons, and the other reason is if you are tail heavy and you go up like that, the way you're going over your head, you're inherently giving it a high angle of attack. And if it's tail heavy, it's never going to come out of it, and it's just going to go, and you
And
just
that's
stall.
exactly what it did, like
Yeah.
that.
Yep, too high
went
and
down.
too tail heavy. Tail heavy
That
and
is-
throw too high. Huh?
Truth about when a mini drac is tail heavy, or any of the dracs for that matter, if they're any tail heavy, you will know it when you launch it.
Yeah.
It will let you know.
It will let you know.
Right away. I knew it right away.
It definitely likes to be more nose dominant. It's kind of like an old fighter plane, because of the slightly forward swept on it. You know, it's kind of got
Hello,
like
sir.
a
How you doing, sir?
dihedral, so it's kind of like an old warbird. It wants to be nose heavy.
It's kind of like this one right here.
He's gonna fly. He's gonna fly.
Oh, wait. I did say after commercial, so you going to fly again on Friday, correct? That's the plan. So you're going to re-maiden Friday and go for
Get off Friday at
always
7. Yeah.
little nose heavy. And I'll show my frames right there, the Velocity 48, the limited edition Drac foam version. Amazing frame, unbelievably amazing, and it survived my crash. My crash was in the video I showed you. If you haven't seen it, go to my YouTube channel, check it out, or go to Instagram. It's on there too if you want to watch it on there. And I clipped and then we'll go to commercial. Now mine, I had made it earlier that day with Rue. Got it all dialed in finally, flying like butter. And then we go to another location because Ed shows up and some more guys show up. And we go to that one spot where I've flown before, the pond, the building, the gap, blah, blah, blah. I buy one of Ed's cameras, GoPros, for $20 because it's defective.
And you
Kinda,
lost
and I
one
went
night.
inverted, and it fell out. And sploosh, it went into the pond.
In the water.
In the water. So then I landed, and Ed goes, all right, here, because there's the footage. It was a great run, too. It's a fantastic run. And unfortunately, it's in the bottom of the pond. So Ed was kind enough to give me another one. He said, hey, this one's my good one. And just, let's tape it down. All right, I was like, okay, I'll be all right with it. Well, I started getting crazy because every time I get my frames dialed in, I open up, and I went through there 2 other times, which is in the video. And then I went in the 3rd time because Ed got on the goggles. He goes, oh, my God, I got to see this. So he runs over, grabs goggles, and I've been flying fine the whole time. Ed puts the goggles on, and I know he's sitting down. I'm like, Ed, you watching? He's like, yep. I'm like, okay. And every fiber of my being, when I come, you have to see the video. I make an approach, and I bail on it, and I come around, and I'm coming around again and lining it up a different way. And I'm like, my body's saying, don't do it, don't do it. And, of course, I go and do it. Anytime your mind tells you to do it, it says no, go with the no. Go with fucking no. Just go. I don't know why I do this. I go into the gap, and all these other times I've hit it. Fine. This time, the wingtip snags, and it just slings me over like a flat spin, nose first into the slab of concrete wall that's there.
Concrete.
It's all polished, but it's whack. It just slams right in. And you could hear it with that Drac foam, and then you heard it hit the ground, and I'm swearing and cussing. I'm like, God, mother. And it survived. The frame only cracked on the nose right there. And it was your mount rotor that's on there. I'll show it after break. Cracked, glued it back together. I just flew it before we went live. Amazing, dude. I put the weight on. I really centered it. I made it a little nose heavy. I just fixed the nose. Bam. I mean, if I had done that with an EPP version, done, dude. It would have been done. Or at least a lot more damage for sure.
You would have twisted it. You would have fucking twisted the whole frame.
Yeah, dude. Yes, correct.
That much velocity, that much mass hitting the wall.
Well, you remember, it's deceptive when you're watching it, either in the goggles or in line of sight. when you drag and then you slam at a stop, even though you're in forward motion and you do that, just think of like Dale Earnhardt when he had his wreck in 2001.
That's exactly
And
what
I
I'm
watched
thinking
that
about.
live, dude, and he went down and then came up and bam. All that inertia and all that crap just slams in there. That frame, that drag film, it's right here. Well, we'll talk about it at a break. We'll talk about it at a break. I don't want to get sidetracked. So, the long short is, foam was great. It survived the crash. Flew amazing. It flies even better now. Like, it's so amazing. It flew amazing tonight, dude. 5 mile an hour wind. Felt like it was nothing. And I have DVR because the GoPro died. But we're going to go ahead and take a quick commercial break. We're at the top of the hour. And when we come back, Marty, how big are these glasses?
Big boy.
I need one. Need a glass and a.
What the fuck is this for sale right here, Marty? Front Brewery Street? No, I don't think he's selling that. But anyways, it's on there.
My son sent that to me from Germany.
Oh, well, are you selling this?
Everything's for sale.
Everything's for sale. That's Marty's motto.
Everything in
It
this
literally
book
is
got
Marty's
a
motto.
price.
That's what you say, man. Everything's got
All
a
right, we'll start the bidding at 10 cents.
I guess these are prototypes right here. These are short stumpies. I guess this is for like your cognac and your maybe your whiskey, maybe your bourbons. There you go.
I need a set.
Uh-oh. Belinda's buying already. I don't know what these are going for. The bigger ones, these right here are for $7 plus shipping. And
The
these,
glass,
if you
the
buy a
mug,
set, bro, so you got to do the whole sales pitch. And I wish I had song. I wish I had a song for that, man. You could do the whole sales pitch. You know, buy 3, get them for $19.99.
Those are shots glasses.
Are they shot glasses?
Yeah.
I like how they have lids.
Or a jelly shooter glass.
Now those are redneck glasses. They could be any kind of glasses. They could be shot glasses, fruit cups, milk cups, butter cups. You can put cereal in them. You can put whatever you ice cream. Hey, I even let my kids put applesauce in.
You can make them ice cream. You can be ice cream too.
They're tea glasses.
Or they could be fancy holders for your where it's legal flour. You know, put them in there. It'd be all nice.
Get some
Anyways.
mulberries and some mayonnaise to make a redneck parfait.
All right. Anyways, as we continue to move forward, yes, these are available, and we'll probably just do it as a bundle. If you guys are really serious, you want to get some of this stuff. They're super strong. Whatever. We got to get rid of some of this crap in here. We're getting overloaded with stuff. Anyways, we're gonna take a quick 5-minute break. When we come back, we'll be talking about one of these drones. I promise you. And definitely, we're actually going to start talking about WRA. So we'll come back. We'll be a little more serious. We'll get on topic, and we'll talk about WRA. If you have questions, now it's time to go ahead and solicit them out here on Chatty Cathy. We'll read them. I know Rotor's got a couple questions. Glenda probably does, and we'll go from there. Sound good? We'll see you in 5. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. No longer, or you're fired. I don't have to pay you in shoestrings no more.
And are we clear?
Nope. But we're clear.
So you think you could tell heaven from hell, blue sky pain? Can you tell a dream feel on a cold steel rail? A smile from a veil. Do you think you could tell? Did they get you to trade? Your heroes for gold. Trees. Cool breeze.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Drone Hangar. I'm your host, Shelly. Rolling over right here is Mountain Man Party Marty.
Oh yeah.
And over there is Rotor Ranch, and up there is Belinda. And Belinda's dedication is astonishing, but nonetheless, we're still trying to get this shit show rolling. We're heading down to Destination Information. I think we're going to have a special guest calling in here in a minute. I'm telling you, it's nonsense. I try. I do this for you. You, all of you. I'll see you tomorrow. As I continue, we're back, and we're glad that Chatty Cathy, all you guys that are here, we appreciate you coming around. Otherwise, we wouldn't be doing this. So appreciate it. I do have somebody who might be calling in. I'm not going to say who it is, but let me see. Just call me anytime you want. Let me see if I want to send him a message. Will do. Yes. So apparently he's probably watching. We're going to get him in here in just a moment. Before we go do that, let me chit chat. What we're talking about, WRA. So let's talk about that. You have any questions for me? That's probably the best way to get this rolling. And let's get some Q&A going if you have any. And I'm not going to rely on Chatty Cathy on this one because it's probably going to take too damn long. So nothing. No offense to you all over in Chatty Cathy land, but Rotor, you might have some. You might be able to ask questions based on everybody else's opinion. Go ahead.
Yeah, I remember watching it, Alex. They said something about 5 frames being approved. What 5 frames are approved? Do we know?
Of the actual frames, 5 frames that he mentioned. Now, he might have... So the way it stands right now, everybody that has been approved previously, up until, I think it was, October? Something like that? Those are the ones. Nobody else, not another person. That's basically locking it down. Like, that's it. No more spec frames. We're not asking for any more. This is it. Done.
So who it was?
I know. Well, it's obviously VAS and TVRC. TVRC. Wing catcher. Right wing, and then I don't know. So there you go. So the answer to that question from me as a board member, I don't have that information right now for you. And there you go. If there is another one, I'll let Ashton give that. Does that sound good, Spidey? I forgot to mention, the elephant in the room, minus Marty's hat that we keep reading. And I don't know what it's reading right now. We'll see what it is. So why is this on a repeat? We don't need this on a repeat. That would be nice. Thank you very much. What does Marty's hat say? I can't read it. I'm trying to. It's out of focus again. But we try here. Any other questions going forward? Well, I'll keep the music going then, because it should be like crickets playing up in this bitch.
No, any other question?
This is going to be a pretty quick WRA recap of the board meeting. So basically the gist is frames are the same.
Like to me, it sounded like things were going to progress. It just not as quickly maybe as most of us would like. It just, it takes a lot of time. I think the biggest question is, getting funding going so we could get,
right.
We're back on their feet.
And we're going to have another meeting, and we're going to do it live, and then there's just another couple weeks. And that's going to be one of the major topics I'll bring up, which is funding. What's the source funding going to be for the WRA? Because we need to have that. And Rotor, we were talking about brainstorming an idea, and what was your idea? Do we want to share it live now here?
We can, absolutely.
I think it's a good topic. I think it's a good venue to do, and those that are here are actually going to catch some good news, because I think it's kind of cool. And this was Rosa's brainchild. Give him credit to this. It was brought up to me by actually Flight Mike a while ago. Different version, kind of the same concept, but I didn't want to do it then. I think the idea is cool and might be worthy to do now to further the cause. So preach to us, brother, and I'm going to give you the time, and it starts now.
What's up, Brian?
He's got his Spidey mask on. He knows he's serious.
My idea was to have a drone hangar rally style race where we go to a different club, a different event, or a different race, and we hold a separate race along with the spec racing. That would be our rally style race where Shelby would go out and set a hot lap, and everybody would have to match that lap, and we would have to try to race the clock. Even if there was one wing on the track at a time, it was more of a rally style race than everybody out there trying to run 4 laps in 2 minutes.
So you just get and we talked about it, which go to an event somewhere, obviously be on the east or wherever we can afford to go, and hold an event, get the buzz and say, hey, we're coming, and we're gonna come to your location, and you got pilots we see on, and we're gonna hold a race. Drone Hangar Rally Race, right? Is that the idea?
Yes, Drone Hangar Rally Race.
And then it's the rally style is I'll go out there because I can't race, but I at least can participate. This will help me out a little bit, which is cool
Yeah, it's
for me. I can get out there. I can lay down a hot lap. I'll get a chance to run a few batteries. Mute your mic. I'm going to mute her. Let's see if I can't mute her. Hold on. She's got a lot of background noise.
What are gonna? Oh, I'm sorry.
You're
I'm.
gonna-
We're getting our train.
We got you muted. Don't worry about it. You're good, son. Sunshine. There you go. Sorry. Little slip there. I'm so used to saying it the other way. I hadn't said that way. Oop, that was wrong. I'm sorry. Anywho's, person who said they wanted to be on, stay put. I'm going to call you here in a moment. And yes, definitely want you on. Let me write that in real quick. Stay put. Stay put. You're next. And what were you saying? Get me back on track, Broseph?
Yeah, no, but that's my idea. My idea was to do a rally-style race that we could go and visit, the clubs here on the East Coast and just make little weekend trips out of it and, kind of help promote the sport, and get the word out there. And
backing it up. Basically, we're putting in the legwork again, in essence, and then to get it rolling, right?
Yeah.
Go there.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll do a show, or maybe not. We'll just do the rally races, and then I'll lay down the hot lap. I'll get a chance to run a couple of batteries, know the track like I normally do. Let me do my thing for 20, 30 minutes. I'll lay down a hot lap, and that's the target. We'll figure out something.
The rest of the time you're announcing and you're keeping the race going.
Yeah,
because you did a great job with that last year. You really did a fantastic job at the state games. You did that was a lot of fun to listen to.
Yeah,
I
thanks,
didn't get
man.
to.
A lot of people came back.
And you did a really good job.
Yeah, I got a lot of comments from that one.
I think it'll bring a lot to the sport. I think it'll be a way to glue all the clubs together because we can start posting times. Everybody can be competitive. We can make it kind of like multi-GP has a UTT track that different clubs could set up, and basically they can practice it. It'll be an open track where everybody can practice and everybody can get faster and build skills.
I think. And I'm just taking your idea and throwing, whatever ideas, which is you and I make our own tracks when we get there based on the environment, or we have predetermined kind of ideas because it's a rally race. Or we hold true to what the WRA has as track design. We'll figure something out. We'll make some of these races will obviously be for WRA, so it will be, two birds, one stone. Like, part of it will be official racing, and then the other part will be, be an official race. That way, it can help get you going and get you started, and then we'll do the rally races on top of it, which will be like, I guess we'll call it the feature event. And boom, there you go. On a weekend, on a day. It only doesn't have to be a whole weekend. It could be 2 days, or it could be just a day, or whatever. For us, it'd be traveling. For Russell and I and whoever else.
I remember growing up as a kid in the car clubs in New York would have a rally. They'd all meet down in the parking lot, show off their cars, set up a little track, and they start running times.
Yep. And I like the rally race idea, and I think it's a fantastic idea. We just call them Drone Hangar Rally Races, and come to a location near you. If you want it to happen, let us know. We're going to do our best to make it happen based on location, and getting us there is really all it. Because this is very simple for you, because it's really just us showing up with the gear that we want to fly with, and then outside of that, it's you guys in your location building a course or getting the materials for a course. Because at the event, I saw, what's his name again?
Matthew Smith?
Yeah, Matthew Smith, his gates that he came up with, those PVCs.
I love those gates. I fly them all. That's right here. That's one of my best friends in Jacksonville. I fly those gates all the time. They're awesome.
Now, I know Mark Ashton came up with a design a while ago with Sean McEwen, Vanguard, and they had one, but they had tethers. They had it tied down and whatnot. This one was not. Nope. It was not tied down, and it survived the whole damn weekend with all the wind.
All that wind, it never come down.
I
hit one doing 80, and the thing it didn't move. It didn't budge.
No, and the thing is, all in all, everything is $60 for the gate, and I flew through the gate. I love the gate. I think it was an Anthony Blitz. He flew it, said it was a phenomenal gate. So there you go. You get the parts, $60 per gate, a couple flags. There you go. You got a course. Boom, you're done. And then we can come. We'll lay down I'll lay down hot lap. We'll do the announcing of the course. We'll maybe have prizes. Maybe have a trophy. We'll figure. I'm willing to do something to that extent for top 3, something along those lines.
The winner's coronavirus. All the winners coronavirus.
It would win the coronavirus. And obviously this is going to dictate that. Unfortunately, will dictate what happens because, like I said, that trumps everything. No puns intended.
We don't have to touch it. There's no touching during FPV.
We'll
It's not like wrestling.
Yeah, right. We're not mounting each other, trying to do our controllers while we're trying to race. No, nor we're going to be in little bubbles. So, what's going on in Chatty Cathy Land? I'm reading. Some people are talking. Rotor, you missed our race last weekend. We raced Spec and new Reno class race. Sounds good. This is RC Performance Wings.
Yeah.
So the Enduro race was great. That's the new feature, or the Enduro races were awesome. I think that's still a format that still needs to be that needs further development, but still needs to be done. I love teams of 5. I love the whole NASCAR aspect of it. If it could be done like NASCAR, in wings, I think that's where it's at. In quads, I never thought that would be the case. Still don't. But in wings, for sure, in wings, it just seems to lend itself to that kind of environment more. And yes, the short courses and the rally races are cool, but I really think that it being a more NASCAR style, for me at least, was really cool because you have a team, you have a pit crew, you have changing batteries or changing frames. I love that. We did that at Mega Drone X with drones way back in 2016 or 15, I think it was, whatever, the first one. It was cool, but then not cool. This was cool and cool, like all the way around. It was just a lot of fun. So I think that'd be a cool style, but I don't want to do that at the rally races. Rally races just be what you were talking about. Do you have any ideas for prizes?
Yeah, well, we can make little quick weekend trips out of it. We can give away some prizes.
Yeah, we get some frames.
I know Spectrum will be behind us, and some of the other sponsors will jump in.
Speaking of which,
everybody loves to promote the hobby. You know what I mean? Everybody wants to do good. So
speaking of which, since we're talking about that, new tech, new stuff, Spectrum you brought up. I've been running that.
Yeah.
So I got right here behind me is the Velocity 48 with the limited edition, and in it is all the smart tech.
Right.
All this is in here. I don't want to spill my soda. Actually, I'm learning how to put the EST brake. I just had to find out the timing or whatever, the beeps.
Yeah.
I mean, I could do it on my 18. I don't want to, whatever. I'm old school. Anyways, inside here on the 48 is all the smart tech. So it has the ESC, the receiver, and I think that's it on there. And then on the front, I have the batteries. And I'm running two 32 ones. I'm running a lot of nose weight on this. These batteries are a little too small for the 48, but be that as it may, that's just a frame issue, not a good pairing of the batteries and frame. I'm running 2 of them in there, 3200 100Cs, 4Ss. Awesome. I mean, I'm not kidding when I say these are really good batteries. They are fucking nice. They survived a pummel against the wall. So, and it took a charge. So it's doing great. I like all this smart tech, man. I'll be honest with you, Bosif. I didn't really know how I was going to receive the batteries. Like, they all come out of the same damn Chinese factory. We know that. Depends on which one.
Juicy, though. These batteries, I love batteries, dude.
The batteries are really good, man.
I need to get more. I need to get more of those batteries.
Dude, and I did. That's so part of, well, I'm not allowed to discuss my contract. Anyways, the charger that I received, I love that thing, man. Marty even likes it. And it's very much, he's used to it with DJI stuff. Correct, Marty? Yeah, it's plugged.
Have you done the auto discharge yet? Have you set it up so it puts it in storage mode?
It does it on its own, man. I go back to check the battery because they sat for a couple weeks. They were down to a storage charge, dude. No shit. I couldn't believe it. I was like, no way that thing went down to a storage charge on its own. On its own. It literally did it on its own. Just chilled it out and then went up. Battery, great. There was one battery that the resistance was different than the other 3 cells. It was way off. So I'm going to talk to Spectrum and see if maybe I just got dud. Because every battery you're going to get, I don't care who the hell makes them, you're going to have 1 or 2 that will be slipped through that are just a dud. You'll have a dud cell.
It's a chemical combination in there. So a little bit too much of one chemical, I guess, to burn it out.
That being said, on those batteries, just that one, and I have 7 of them. That was just 1 out of 7. I need a bigger pool to give you a better statistic or number, but that's still good. I have tattoos that were the same way. To get 1 out of a batch, you need 1 cell in the batch of all these batteries. A little bit, change on the resistance, but The charger, I really like it, man. It's so easy. Now, Rue is telling me it's very similar to the ones they already have out. I mean, it's the same user interface, but it's so cool. Just plug it in, bam, done. Hit start, boom, done. And the resistance on all these were all nice and even. They were all the same within about a tenth. And it's great. What is she making? She's making me hungry. What are you making up there? I need Martha Stewart music song, cooking songs. That's what we need. She's making, what is that, macaroni and ham? Oh, we got to unmute her. We kept her muted. Hold on, you're still muted. So we're gonna unmute. Is she unmuted? I can't unmute her now.
Yeah.
She's making DiGiorno Hawaiian style. Those are pineapple pieces, I guess. That's what she's having. Now I'm really hungry. Anyways, I like all this. Speaking of the 48, since we're still here on it, I'll move on. A great frame, bro. So you said you might be wanting to get. Oh, my surprise to you, man. Look what's on the back stab.
So I saw it. I see it.
Yeah,
I saw
man.
it.
I don't even have mine on there. All I got is
He repped.
Spectrum.
Look at him rep it.
Yep, got you right there in the rear there, bud. It sounds bad all the way around. But no, I got your sticker on there, and then we see Belinda. She's trying to talk. We're trying to figure out the audio. Don't hang up. You're still there.
Yeah.
I love the batteries. I'm getting 20-something minutes out of this. She's back. She's back. She got her audio back. Thank Christ. It was weird just watching you try to talk with pizza is what you're making. I don't know. I like the batteries. I just really do. I think they perform really well. I need more time on them. I need to run some more cycles through them. You know, this is only the second cycle I went through, so time will tell. As of right now, the initial run through is thumbs up. Like definitely 2 of these. We'll find out if that holds true over time, though.
This is my next build. I got to finish my drag foam V3, and I've got a hardcore. So once I get those 2,
dude, I mean, this foam on these wings are simply amazing. Like, I don't want to go back to EPP. I'll be honest with you, I really don't. The way now, when you go to race, you have to have a lighter version. You do. Yeah. You have to. I don't think anything in these race frames in this foam is really realistic. It weighs them down too much still, and then weights. Ooh, look at that! Look what she's got on her table. That is very, very nice. Wow, look at that! She's showing off her MD with the boom, and didn't she put a coating on it? A clear coat? Yeah. You put a clear coat of some sort, right? Or a varnish or something like that, or whatever it was. It looks really awesome.
Clear coat over that powder.
Yeah, that looks really good. That looks really good. I have to give you an applause for that one if I can get my buttons roll here real quick. Hold on, I see. Make sure. Give me 2 minutes. Okay, I'm ready. No mention. Okay. Still checking in with our guy who we're going to have on here after commercial, which is coming up here in just a minute. That really is a good job. Belinda, I have to give you props. Marty's not even looking yet, but I know once he sees it, he'll want to say it. Applause. It really does. Looks beautiful. Celeste looks
awesome.
Nice. Yeah, man, I love that pink-black kind of combo.
Who remembered?
I did. Shelby.
Who?
Me.
I'm impressed.
Told you. I wear many hats. I'm very intriguing. A lot of sides to me.
Celestial.
A lot of sides, yes. It's very cool. Much. I really do think it's an awesome job. It's a great piece of art right there. That's what I like about wings. They are these are the artistic side of you. You know what I mean? It's very creative. And then you get into flying it, and it's another creative part of it. That's why I love wings so much.
I'm going to Friday.
Yeah, I hope so. But what I was saying on this drag foam material is it's when I smashed it against the wall, I knew in my mind I was still thinking EPP. I wasn't thinking the drag foam, so I was already like furious because I knew I was saying in my mind, it's done. It's going to be twisted at minimum. It's going to be twisted. The spars are going to be snapped free, which by the way. They didn't. None of them did. Not one spar cracked, moved at all. And I have to give a testament to 2 things. One is the foam, and number 2, it has to go to Broseph, which is his glue. The way he showed me to use that Starbond adhesive, which is you don't use the accelerant unless you're out at the field. If you're out at the field, that's one thing. Or a race, and you got to get it. That's the time where it will definitely shine. Way better than using hot glue or any other damn thing. That shit at a race. And the accelerant Starbond is phenomenal. And you can't.
That's what I use.
Yeah, but when you're building it and you want to take your time and let that glue sit overnight. Let all the fumes come out of there, and it is stone. That shit fuses to that foam, especially I guess this drag foam because that drag foam is really
so
tight.
deep. It gets so deep, and the glue dries completely different without the accelerator.
It
That's the only
really does. You're absolutely right, man. It really blew my mind. And I told Marty when I was building it, I'm like, look, I'm going to leave this shit overnight. I'm going to flip it over to the other side tomorrow. And it's even the build videos. And then when he felt it, Marty, you say, wasn't it? It felt like a damn bit.
No, I think it's awesome material.
Yeah, it feels like a 2x4 when you're done. And you haven't even lammed it yet. You know, you haven't put the laminate on it. So it's,
accelerator, like if you can wait for it to
that stuff's
cure
amazing.
overnight, it dries differently. And
She's telling Harvey, spreading the word quick.
Yes, I did.
She's learning quick.
Faster than the coronavirus. But that's right. If you can't, and I'm going to tell you, Chad Bidwell
was at
CFL, and he was with Bob Alderman and all those guys. I hung out with them. They were wonderful guys, by the way. It's a tremendous time to hang out with them. It was really cool, and got to bond, make new friends. It was really neat. And but Chad has all the frames that Chris has built in Drac foam. Every single one of them, from the little bastard on up, and he brought them all with him to the event. So I got to fly the Sportster, the little bastard, all these. And I'm telling you, no other right wing feels this way with this material and this laminate, this PET, whatever the shit it's called. I don't know what it is. That special laminate that he's got. It makes it so strong. And it flew. This thing flies amazing. I mean, it flew like I thought it would. Now, when I flew at CFL, it did not. It's not my build. It was a great build, but I'm, believe it or not, very meticulous. I try to check all my shit, especially all my fencing and everything, and I make sure that's like super straight because it translates. This flew a lot different than his, and I'm not going to release names. It was not Chad's. It's not digging on him. I'm just saying I know my frames. You know what I'm saying, right, Rotor? You know what I'm getting at.
Absolutely.
It's just, each frame is different. You know, each frame is built. It flies different. So, anyways, this one flies away. I've built these before, so I know what to do exactly. And when it took off a maiden, it flew amazing. But the crash, the testament is the way it handles. It's heavier. It's definitely heavier. It's heavier than a traditional EPP by far. Definitely heavier. But it translates well in flight. It's really awesome. What has Belinda got going on there? She's like really throwing a curveball with lighting. And then durability. That's the big thing. The durability aspect of it with the laminate and the foam is just unbelievable. So, get a chance, get the stuff, get this frame. You won't be wrong. And Rotor, you said you're going to try to get one. I don't know if you can do it in the Drac foam. I hate to say it, but get it in the EPP. This frame, with or without my name on it, is amazing frame.
I might know a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy who might know a guy.
I might know a guy. I don't know. Maybe I might know that guy too.
Guy.
We'll see what happens.
I know that guy.
I think we all do. But we, the sad part is on this one, I had to add a lot of nose weight, and I've got two 3200 4S's 100C. Now these batteries are a little bit smaller than my Tattoo 3700s, and different C rating. Blah blah blah. It's because the foam. It's because of the laminate. It's just heavier on its ass with all that material, so it needs more nose weight. Now, I also built it with Tad Nose Heavy on purpose, and it locks it down. This is an old thing that Chris Click teaches, is to add a little bit of nose weight to tuck it down. He'll always tell you, it's a penny method, I think is what he calls it. And you take a penny and just slide it on up there until it tucks it down. You got to do flight after flight, but it works. And I did it again on this one, and holy shit, man, that locked that nose down, and then bam. And I think that was the problem I was having in CFL. Just CG wasn't there, so it was lifting more, and therefore the wind was really hitting it, and it was hopping along, if that makes sense. That's why the video looks different.
It really does, because I've seen a lot of videos from CFL, and I know a lot of guys went there and made in a lot of planes.
Yeah, a lot of.
And there's some bumpy video, but there's also some CG that's off. I was like, the CG's off in that plane. Even though it's windy, you can see what it's
just
you
skips
can
along.
see it.
Skips, and that's what this Velocity 48 was doing, is skipping along. Now that I think about it even more, and locking it down with a little more nose weight than you need, just tucks it in and gets it in there. Especially in the wind, it will. It just does it. It's pretty cool. So if you can get a chance to get one of these frames, do it. Go to Right Wing, ask Chris Click, get a 48, get a Velocity 48. You won't be wrong. you won't go wrong. It's well worth it. Now, I don't think you get the track foam anymore. I think you stop, discontinue that. It was a limited edition, limited run. But the EPP foam version, which I have right over there on the other side of the bench, is still fantastic. It's the newer version. It's nice, awesome foam. And I know I normally don't brag about my stuff like this, but you really need to get yourself one of these and fly it. You'll be amazed. Don't necessarily suggest you go fly it where I do, because you're probably going to crash shit, just like I do. And unless you want to crash shit and you got endless bottom pockets, bottomless pit of money, then go for it. Otherwise, it's just not to do that. So the only reason I can do that is because of Chris and our relationship. So there we go. We're going to go ahead and take another quick break. When we come back, what were we going to talk about? Because I can't remember. Belinda, what were we going to talk about?
More of your WR.
No, that's
the
done.
End result. The end result.
Rotor Ranch, you remember what we were going to talk about? I know it was, but I forgot it.
Pizza.
Anyways, we'll be back in 5 minutes because definitely we need to take a break. So, our guest. I forgot. I do have a special guest. He's coming on here in just a moment. If you want to find out more about the Wings Sim, I suggest you come back after this break in 5 minutes. We'll see you in 5. Let your friends know.
Okay. Woo. Okay.
So you think you can tell heaven from hell, blue skies from pain? Can you tell a dream feel on a cold steel rail? A smile from a veil. Do you think you can tell?
What up, everybody? Welcome back to the Drone Hangar. I'm your host, Shelby Bowen.
All right.
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
All right.
We're squeezing everybody in. Down there is the one-man party Marty, co-host.
Yeah.
Up there is part of the gang. Belinda above me. Rotor Ranch way over there in the corner. Hi, Rotor. Stretch out your hand down below. Hey, what's up? And we want to welcome the man with the plan, Mr. David Whidden, the voice of Wings. Also, the man coming out with a fantastic new sim called Wings. And I can't tell you enough, man, how unbelievably badass this simulator is shaping to be. It really is.
How we doing, guys?
Doing great, man.
Thanks for the absolutely wonderful intro.
Yeah, no, and it's well-deserved, man. It's not me kissing your ass, I promise you. I'm not trying to take you out on a date. I'm being honest. That really is. You brought it to CFL. So if those of you don't know, David is also, you are a programmer, correct? Yeah.
No, I'm an artist, actually.
He's an artist. I stand corrected. So he is an artist. But you are a graphic artist then?
3D artist.
3D.
So I do the 3D worlds and stuff.
Okay,
Nice.
And we're not going to talk about your job per se, but you are working on this. You're developing a simulator that I think has been needed for a long time, and it's geared for more like fixed wing and racing and wings. I want to say specifically or heavily at least. Correct? That's the concept, I just don't want to misspeak.
The goal is it's for the love of fixed wings.
Right.
So whether it's line of sight, flying around like you're practicing for nighttime flying, for example, or whether you do want to do racing wings, the goal is I love all of it. So, yeah.
That's awesome.
So we're reading Marty's hat right now. It says Wings Sim. So Marty, you're blown up, magnified, so we can read your hat. So I figure the Chatty Cathy wouldn't mind having a little laugh or two while you're changing the lighting. Sorry, you're not privy to all this, David. If you weren't watching earlier. Marty got a new toy, and it's this light-up hat, and you can type, text and it Bluetooth to the hat, and it scrolls it across. It's actually kind of funny, so we're going to roll with it a little bit. So, Speaking of your sim game, I don't want to call it a game because it's simulator, right? I mean, that's technically what it is.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
Yeah, I just want to make sure we're clarifying everything right. It's legal.
Yeah, it's
Because we go to court.
A simulator, so you can use it to learn to fly and get better and hopefully crash less.
Right. I think it's a great tool. Like for practicing, I think it's phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal.
Thanks, man. But also, I want to have we're gonna have some just fantastic multiplayer modes as well.
Yes.
So you can get up and fly with your friends. So it is gonna have some gaming stuff. So if you want to race with your mates to just kind of practice free flying. Those when you guys do the draggle, you get all the drags together in formation. Like flying formation's tough.
It is.
And
yeah.
So being able to practice that is going to be fun. So you can actually, sync up with all your friends and practice flying together. Just have a blast.
I think
That
it's such a cool. Go ahead, Rotor. Sorry, go ahead, man.
I said that's so cool. It's gonna be. I mean, from what I've seen, I didn't get to go to CFL and mess with it, but what I've seen and talking to all my friends and who played it, the physics, everything is just awesome. I can't wait to get my hands on it. It looks very.
It's in a great state of development. You know me, David. I'm always gonna be honest. Great stage of development right now. Things that do need to be changed, and I'm not gonna tell anybody anything. But there are things, and you let us try. You let some of us pilots that have been on the circuit for a while, everybody for that matter. You put up a display at CFL and brought it, and we got a chance to all fly it. And it instantly
that was just an alpha build. That wasn't that was just something we squeezed out because I was coming down to CFL anyway to call the races.
Yeah, and what he does, folks. So
we were able to squeeze out a simple lockdown version of the build just so it wasn't going to crash or cause any problems. But because it's still in development, that's the thing. We're still working very hard on it.
And I have to say the competitive aspect of it that we didn't even think about, or I'm gonna say we didn't, meaning us looking at as a consumer or as the end user. I don't think I was thinking about competitive yet. Like I had the kind of idea, maybe, but it instantly turned into that when we were there. Like you were running around, not trying to instigate stuff, and get everyone running around and shit. Like no shit, I'm not lying. Like he really was running around. I I can't do his accent because I don't know how to do an Australian accent. So he was like, I'm not trying to instigate anything, Shelby, but, and he shows me a picture and it's Blitz, like giving me this sign and pointing to the screen, like dogging on me. And I was like, hold this. And I hand someone my transmitter and I'm like, I'm going over there. What are you doing? I'm like, I'm going over to the tent. And what happened when on this particular instant, please let everybody know what happened when I went into that tent and sat down.
I can't remember.
You don't remember the hot lap? Yeah, you do. You just don't want to admit to it.
Like, mate, so many people played it, and you played it so much. I can't remember at that.
No, when I played it, that's literally the first time I sat down. I learned how to fly to get the physics, and that was literally when I did my first run around the laps where I could get around the actual track. The first official time around, that's when I hit it. Bam.
Okay.
And then then that went on for a while, and I'm like, okay, I'm done. So I went back over to the campfire, whatever I went to, and then you came back over a couple hours later, and Sean, or no, you sent a picture to me. I think that's what it was, wasn't it? You sent me a picture?
No, I came over with my phone. You know, I like starting shit.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do, son. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you do, man. You definitely did that night. I mean, and it's not negative. It kept going back and forth. Then Vanguard got it, and then I tied his score, and I couldn't find any more time. And then he figured out a quirk in the game. It's because it's an alpha state right now. So he abused a flaw, and I was like, that's the only way you could get that time, because I predicted 14.5, and he got like a 14.3 or 4, whatever it was. Anyways, it bred competition. It made competition. It was instantly competitive, and I could see right then and there, like, holy shit, I even said, get a league. God, please start a league. Do like Velocitrodrome. Get a league. Get everything going. Like, everybody's going to be on board with it. I know I am. I know another few other pilots for sure that are on the circuit. I would consider them, quote, pro pilots, pro-level pilots, are all about it. They are definitely about it. I could see us doing this just like Colby Curtola does with Velocitrodrome. Wouldn't you do the same thing, Broseph?
Hell yeah.
Belinda?
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you're dying to try it. I'm telling you guys, your skill sets are going to go way up.
I love the he's saying that you can just plug in and fly with your friends too. That you'll be able to just do that tandem stuff.
Can you? Are all transmitters going to be acceptable to this platform? Like, or is it going to be? You know what I mean? Can I plug in my?
That's the plan right now. Just in our testing and development, we have it working with Tyrannus, because that's what myself and my program, because there's only 2 of us working on it. So right now it works with our Tyrannus.
Yeah, Tyrannus. FR Sky.
What's the plural of Tyrannus?
It's called a
Tyranni.
It's called a Tyrannus.
Tyrannies.
Trannies.
A Tyrannus. A Tyrannus.
Oh shit! Oh god! Okay. That deserves that one. Like, that's just not what I was expecting.
Also working with Xbox and PlayStation controllers too.
Oh, it can. So you can do your gaming controllers.
If you're a gamer and you've actually not got into the hobby yet, you can plug in your Xbox controller and it's going to work for you.
Good way to bridge them over, man. Smart thinking. I like that. It's actually really cool. I think the idea where gamers can cross bridge. You're creating a bridge.
Well, if I don't want to have my $200 transmitter on the couch, I can have just my game remote.
Yep.
Right. Correct.
Absolutely. You might find it more comfortable with your regular Tyrannus or whatever you're flying with, just because you're used to those sticks. Also with the Tyrannus, the left stick centers itself, so if you let go, you're flying at half throttle. But it's a fun way to do it. It's an easy way to have it connected in.
So I have a question for you. On the PC that you were running this on, was it on the laptop?
On a CFL?
Yeah, where were you running it on? I didn't really pay attention. Because I was so like, woo, it's the freaking, it's the simulator. Hell yeah. That's all I was thinking about. I'm like, give me the damn controller. I feel like, I even said, I felt like it was in the back in the 80s, and I had like a stack of quarters, and remember that rotor? You go to the arcade and you line your quarters up on the screen. Like, I got Gallica the next 10 quarters, bitch. Like, I'm not eating lunch because I'm playing all the video games. That's really how it was back then. I felt like that when we were there at CFL. I was like, I just kind of kept waiting to get back on, and there was time where I was there for a couple hours. But anyways, go ahead. I lost my train of thought. I got googly again about it.
It was being run on a computer.
Yeah.
Jeff,
Specs.
one of the guys in Florida, has a gaming computer and was generous enough to bring it along to the field.
So it was a gaming. It had a high graphics card, and it had like at least a 1060 in there, I would say, or 1080.
I think it's a 1070.
All right, say a 1070. Because what I'm getting at and what I'm alluding to, guys in the gang, is that the graphics are what blew me away. Like, holy crap! Like, I've seen like the Phoenix Sim and all that other crap. Your graphics were awesome. Like, really, that really made it. That really sells the whole kind of real, gets it really like a simulator. It really does. It produces a great effect. I don't even know will we have goggle ability? I guess you could use your goggles, right? I mean, in theory.
Oh, yeah.
You could just plug them in HDMI, bam. Bam, dude. That's we didn't do that there. We were all on a normal screen. It was, normal 2D gaming. I got to plug in. Now that's a whole other game there. Oh.
If you had your cable, you could have plugged in there.
Oh, man, it's on now. Boom. Even though I'm not racing this year, I will be on that sim. Whew, that'll be a way for me to still be competitive, man. Oh, that'll be able to keep my sticks. Oh, thank you, David. Oh, I love you more and more, man. Hot damn. I ain't going to lose no time this year. I promise you. If I can't be a leaderboard on the real racing, I will be on this damn sim. I'll be competing for it. I promise. Do you have an idea when you might be? I know I keep asking you like a reporter does. Any kind of ETA that you're thinking, like roughly? I know you're not going to be specific, but
honestly, any number I give you is going to be wrong.
Okay. At least you're being honest about it, and I'm going to keep trying.
As I said, there's two of us working on it,
right.
And we're working hard. Actually, I was working on this while I was watching your show earlier. Like I'm stopping working on it to talk to you right now.
That's fucking awesome. But we want to send you back. Get working. Just quit talking to us. It's good you checked in. You're alive, no coronavirus. But if you want a coronavirus, Rosif, show them what you would give them.
I can send it.
Send it for you. Just in case it misses you, we can give it to you. No problem. We try to deliver everything here. And we also have these mugs right here in case you want one of them, David. We'll probably just send you one because we love you. This is called a redneck wine glass.
I kind of like it. I want to fill it with moonshine.
There you go. Well, if you are really an alcoholic and you really got a drinking need, then we got one of these for you. This will help you out. This is a big size. Well, you live up in the Canadian ones. The Canucks might want one of these then, man. Who knows?
That's fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Marty, how much are you selling that one for?
We're out of the business. We'll just make him giving them away now.
Oh, he's just giving away shit. Bullshit. Charge us. Well, we'll give. We got to give David one. And in case maybe you want your cognac or you want to do shots, and these come with lids. So like full on, these are. Marty's that's a crazy idea.
I sold like
on the go, drinking on the go.
Yeah, drinking. I didn't think of it. I'm not condoning this show by any means whatsoever. Let me back it up. We are not condoning drinking and driving. So no, but yes, these are convenient for on-the-go drinking, whether you're on your foot or whatever. It's really cool.
Walking.
What about this one? This would be obnoxious, though. This is just needed. I think this is what you need to have. Like, if you're going to go drinking, you need to have this when you go to, like, a tailgate or some shit like that, or a reunion or whatever, and you're at a barbecue. Bring this bitch out. This would be a definite a crowd pleaser, yet conversation starter, to say the least.
Yeah, we used to take them, Jim.
And then you say,
alcohol, not to kill the
and then you can say, hey, I got it from this show called the Drone Hangars.
Yeah,
Here, drink some of this, sit down and watch and have fun. Maybe, I don't know. Anyways, David, so you're not going to be able to give us a time frame. And because anytime it's just two of you, there's a tremendous amount of work.
Working on it,
yeah,
and we're working hard, but there's just so many things that go into making a game.
Yeah,
we're trying to fill it full of features. I don't want to come out with a game that's just like what you had at CFL was a really small cut down portion of one map. And only had 2 aircraft. So I want to be able to give you a whole range of aircraft, a bunch of maps, a huge.
Can you make it? Can you make the like you? Well, I can give away some of the gaming stuff that we saw, or no? Do you want us to keep it kind of hush?
The stuff you saw at CFL, you can talk about.
Okay, so like you're gonna have you're gonna have one of the games, the races, 2018 championship race. Can you make one that's just CFL that looks like CFL? Like, I know you can. Would you be willing to do that, opposed to what you did when you were at the alpha release at CFL? Does it make sense? Can you make the track more like what it was, like realistically all the way around, like the way it looks, the road? I think that'd be cool.
One of the things is that the CFL location is a really small field.
Okay.
And I've got some maps that we're working on right now. We're making very large spaces to fly in.
Okay. A lot of freestyle.
The map that you got to experience just at CFL was a small corner of one of our maps that's about 1 square mile of flyable space.
Okay.
So it's tons of environment to fly and explore, and so there will be large flat areas where we can set up CFL accurate tracks.
Yeah, I'm just curious if you were willing to do that. That'd be something that'd be cool if you. I think the racing aspect of this thing is what's going to be just tremendous. That's just my opinion. What do you think, Rotor? Are you going to be on this thing racing?
Yeah, I'll be on it 24/7.
Yeah.
I won't be able to put this son of a bitch down.
I'm telling you, you're not going to be able to put it down. I'm not. I mean, that's what I wanted to do. I just kept wanting to go over there and run this damn thing.
Through the trees.
Belinda, what do you think?
When you got real close, when you get real close to the tree, you see the leaves falling and shit. And you see all the detail. I'm like, come on.
If you go through the trees,
you won't have to worry about the coronavirus because I'll be on the couch.
When you go through the trees, he's got it where a leaf will smack on your image. It kind of fades away with over a certain amount of time, which I think is a really cool feature. It really adds, it kind of adds to the realism to it. And then I love the other feature when you go through the start finish and you're chasing the 5 ghost runs of the people that have the top 5 times. So you're literally chasing down, even though they're not on the course. You don't hit them. You don't run it. Your mind has to get that over that hump. But it's so cool because you see the lines, and then eventually, if you're practicing with yourself, you're doing this run, and you, of course, you're going to have the top 5. Now you're seeing your own line. So now you get to improve. And that's what I was doing. I was improving my own line by watching my previous 4 hot laps, and I was just following that. I'm like, okay, I know what I need to do. I can just keep following. And I remember this. Oh, I felt that. Yeah. Oh, I know I need to do. And it makes quicker. It's really cool. The training aspect of it, I can see for you, Belinda, will be huge. I think that's what do you think?
Yeah.
Buddy.
She's almost speechless.
Because I wish I would have had it a couple years ago because I would be more racing.
Yeah, I think it's going to jump your game. It's just tenfold. Rotor, what do you think? How well it's going to do for you? Get better.
Well, I mean, just how important it is. How many times during race season do we talk about training your eyes and muscle memory and being that zen part of the wing, that flow where you understand the physics and what the camera is commuting, the information that your brain is absorbing and your fingers are doing. You have to practice that. And
yeah, you do. Absolutely.
This is going to allow that. This is going to allow people to be comfortable in an uncomfortable environment where they know they're not going to hit nothing for real, do damage to anybody's property, and they're going to learn. They're going to learn how to unlock that box.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people can't, because they get out to the field and they're afraid of launching it by themselves, and they get it in the air, and now they're battling nerves.
Right.
How many times do I see somebody battling that nerve? And if you can calm that nerve down and control your breathing and learn how to fly beyond your nerves, well, now you unlock that box, and it takes a lot of practice and money, and
but now it doesn't. Now it won't. Now that's
now
the
it doesn't.
Yeah, that's the great thing of it. That's it's just tremendous.
Can we put on our headsets? And Shelby's in North Carolina and you're in Canada, and my friend's in Texas, and we can all fly together somewhere and be like talking to each other.
Yeah, it's going to be so cool. I didn't even think of that. That's really cool. Yeah, that's a great idea.
Now
freestyle
to step it up one step further.
Uh-oh.
Let's say you're heading to CFL next year, and prior to the event, CFL releases their track and says this is the track for the wing race.
Oh shit! I didn't think about that, man. Oh man.
You then load up my game. You load up wings, and we have that track for you.
Oh, I got a song for this one right here. I got a song for this. Hallelujah, man. Hallelujah. Happy horse shit. Take it to the motherfucking bank. Holy crap. I love it.
You're going to show up on day 1 at a 7 o'clock start time.
Yes.
And I'll wake you up with some good music like I normally do.
Yep.
And you'll be able to first lap be hitting some super hot times.
Man.
Because
that's
awesome.
Damn.
I'm so stoked, dude. I can't even thank you
so
enough,
awesome.
man. That's
yeah,
so
absolutely. I'm not kidding when I say playing an Hallelujah song. It's really Hallelujah is all for you, man. Because that sim is so needed in so many ways. It's going to bring so much to the sport. It's crazy. Couldn't have done any better. hats
gotta
off to you for
put a little-
sure, dude.
No, you got to put a little gnome out there somewhere in the garden for me. So when I fly through the trees, I see a little gnome somewhere. You got to hide him out there.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Little, where's Waldo? Little
you are
icon, little
everybody's
gnome.
favorite garden gnome, mate.
Yeah, you are. You're everybody's favorite wing gnome, man. Put a little wing gnome out there, a little rotor ranch somewhere. Where's Rotor? Hit him out of this tree, lose 10 seconds off your time. It's something to that effect.
He jumps out and grabs your wing as you go past.
Snatch it out of Shelby's hand.
Just snaps it, just jumps out with a big hand. It's really your imagination can run wild. There's so many things you can do. It's no one's done this before, and there's a lot of people that can get into wings. Go ahead, fire away, Marty.
I got one. So you say you load different maps.
Yeah.
How about a map of Washington D.C. and you do laps around the FAA building?
Oh shit! Do something. Yes, that would be great.
Or buzz the White House.
I just do a DC map and make a course on DC, running the mall, running Pennsylvania Avenue and everything.
Give me the option to get a pink one.
So I'm sure customizable frames or whatever you can do. That's countless. It's a computer program. Anything can go down. So it's just how much you guys want to willing to do.
We have a bunch of stuff planned for customization, like being able to put stickers and stuff all over your aircraft. But right now we don't have that in. That's on our list.
It's down the road, I'm sure.
I got a list of goodies behind me.
Oh, so you really have a board up and everything. Nice. Look, he's got it going on. He's not kidding around, man. He's really got what you call it almost like a storyboard, but I know what you got. That's really cool. It's great that you took the time, and you should really be working on the damn software and not talking to this stupid ass show. I mean, seriously, you could be doing things better. I see your time management skills are sucking right now because you're talking to us on the show. But nonetheless, folks, we're going to sit here with David Whitten. David is the wing announcer for all of our wing races, so he comes to all of them. We love him, and he is the current co-designer of the flight simulator called Wings, which I'm telling you, kids, it's freaking awesome, and I cannot wait for it to finally get released. I hope please don't be like that one programmer in the computer gaming world that took forever, like 10 years to release, and he never released that one game. He kept trying to tweak it. You know which game I'm talking about? It's trying to scratch the brain, and I can't remember the name of that game. But
Duke Nukem Forever.
Yeah, it took forever. So don't do that, please, because that's just torture.
Release
betas. Just release betas. That's what I would hope you do. So suggestions, but either way, David, I know it takes a lot of your time. But thank you for calling in or letting us have you come in on the show and keep up the good work. And
Absolutely.
I'm gonna let David want to hang out with him. And again, that was David Whitten. And keep it up, bro. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, guys. See ya.
All right, now it's down to us, and we've gotten the destination information somehow, didn't we? I think we did.
That was awesome, dude.
Yeah.
What a nice visit. That was so cool.
Absolutely agree. I think it was fantastic that David took the time when he was literally watching the show and said, "Hey, they're sinking, and we can help them. I can talk about something."
This what are we gonna call it? This ecoverse that he's building for us. He's creating this new universe to go hang out in and play in. It's freaking incredible.
It's gonna be so awesome. It really is. And the community of people that are already in this and been doing this in real life, I can already see one of us just jumping on there and doing that on top of it, period. Because it's really going to change the game of racing wings, and it's going to be a cross-platform, a bridge for quad people to come over and now try and be like, I'm going to just try because there's a sim out, and next thing you know, they're like, whoa, wait, I think I can actually do this. Oh, well,
Dude,
bam. It's just like Velocitron. What?
The hobby just grew a whole nother arm. You know what I mean? It's like
kind of like the coronavirus. It's going to spread everywhere, and everybody's going to start doing it.
Yeah, man. It just grew a whole nother leg. It's going to bring the gamers and everything, and then they're going to be like, "Oh, this is so cool." And then they're going to realize you can go outside and build one of these and fly it for real. It's going to be more people.
I agree 100,000%. What says you, Belinda? What says you?
Yes.
Yep. That's a woman of many words.
I just wish it was earlier.
Yep.
Yeah, last year.
What did you say?
So what do you think is going to be the biggest thing you're going to get out of rocking the Wings simulator? Yeah. What are you looking forward to doing the most?
Being able to learn to go lower and being able to
Confidence. That's what you're looking
confidence.
for. Your confidence
Yeah,
is what
confidence.
you're seeking. She seeks confidence, Rotor. And that's exactly
Yeah,
what this game is going to do. I'm going to call it a game instead of sim, but same thing, simulator. That it's going to provide you that. It's going to give you. It's going to definitely increase your confidence level when you go out. Like Rotor said, when you go on launch, a lot of people with their maidens suck for that, by the way. That's why I hate maidens, because you're already on edge to get it up in the air and dealing with that. And as soon as it's in the air, you got to shift gears and be like, fuck, I'm in the air. And now I got to get it into flight mode and fly this thing in the goggles and get it done. It's a pain. This is really going to help with the quick transition, I think, because it's going to automatically start flying. So you'll be able to grab into that. I think, but just the list is just so long. It's infinite. It's a program. You can make it do whatever you want, but it's so cool that he's actually doing that. So I'm going to start kicking this.
I can't wait.
I'm gonna
To me, dumping, like when you dump the goggles on and after you throw it, it's like, when you shut the door on the car. Like I know how my van is gonna drive.
Right.
This will at least get you muscle memory in your eyes and your hands and your mind working together. That when the car door shuts, when the goggles go down, you at least know what to expect out of it.
You know what to do.
Right.
Yeah. So
Totally
new
agree.
pilots
You
gonna be. They're going to be in at an advantage where, back in the day, I had to learn how to, toss the wing and drop the goggles, and I battled torque roll and bad tosses and all that. They'll still have to learn the physics of the toss, but at least when they get up in the air, they won't be nervous. They'll have the muscle memory and the skills, to fly.
No, I totally agree. And from a professional standpoint, for myself, it is going to be a tremendous practicing tool for me to refine my skills, for me to stay sharp, and it's so needed, and it's going to change the game. It's going to change. Everybody's skill set is going to jump up. Everyone's where they're sitting at now. If they're racing the circuit, their skill level is going to jump up, and therefore I'm going to have to also jump up, because we're all going to rise. Our skill set's going to change a little bit. And then the people that haven't had one yet, they're still learning, or they're maybe got a year under their belt or something like that, they're going to jump tremendously. They're the ones that are going to get a huge leap, man. That's going to put them on the stage.
You're going to open the door for one of these kids that are
totally agree.
One of these gaming snobs who's going to grab this thing and.
But here's the thing:
oh, shit.
It is even more difficult to race a wing than it is to race a quad in certain respects, in certain aspects. It is much more difficult to race a wing than it is a quad. I'm not saying that it's completely, 100% harder to race. I'm just saying it's different, and you're not going to be.
There ain't no yaw about that.
No, there ain't no yaw. There ain't no slowing down and going oops and coming back. It is forward flight the whole entire time. And no program can do what nature can do. They try and try and try. Mother Nature's a bitch. Always proving it. Right now, coronavirus. But it's proven. Winds change on a dime. And it's crazy what it will do to a wing in flight in a race. It will blitz, for example, CFL. He was winning that thing. A gust of wind came through, just like happened to me at International. Boom. And smushed him right on the ground. He got really low, trying to hug it in tight. And he got just caught with the wind, and the wind pushed him, blew him down, blew him out.
Kicked him.
Bam. And you could try to simulate that, obviously, in a simulator, but the Mother Nature's still going to be the prevailing element to get over when you're doing it in real life versus a sim. But it's still going to make everyone that's still, 1 year or two in it, their skill set's going to be way better. Now, when they go to an event, they're going to be able to rock it. So, anywho's, I'm going to go ahead and hit this and go ahead and hit my favorite, which is the end. Meaning, I get to hear the Muppets, because I love the Muppets. But if you hear that, that means we're wrapping it up. We had a good time. Did you have a good time, Mr. Marty, with your hat?
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby. A little louder. Yeah?
Yeah, baby.
You gonna bring the hat back next time?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I hope so. Glenn, did you have a good time?
Yes, sir.
You did? Awesome. Rotor, what says you? Did you have a good time?
Oh, hell yeah, that was a nice night. Thank you very much,
fun.
everybody, for hanging out. I needed that.
I'm glad you convinced all of us to absolutely, get on here and do this. It turned out to be pretty good. I had a good time.
Yep.
So, thanks to everybody for tuning in and watching us once again do our silly show we call Drone Hangar. We're live every Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern. This time, we just decided to do an impromptu because we didn't do it last Sunday. So, till next time, remember, guys, we love you. Remember, go get you some. We'll see you on Sunday. Toodles. I'm out. Night. Say night, Marty. That's all you want to do is just peace?
Bye.
All right, bye-bye, guys. We love you. We're out. Toodles.
See you later.
Bye.
Have a good week.